It's actually running. Cool. And we're gonna keep that for later, so we can wash out the cups as we taste it. All right, I got this all put together. I got that. I got this. Wait for Shannon Cater. I love how I have like my most douchey attire on for this.
Typical Sean.
What does that say about me as a person?
Typically you're a douche as a person.
It just hurts.
Yeah, well, truth hurts.
The worry is that we're going to, we're doing this just a little too soon. And
It's fine.
The yeast, I'm sure it's fine. You know how anxiety works.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Do we not have? Yeah, really, just fucking shot glasses. That'll work.
There she is.
Oh, hello, Shannon. Welcome to the shit show. Today we're pretending we know how to make meat. Yeah, hush. So, on this lesson of I don't know how to make meat, we're going to practice something called back sweetening. So the idea is, right, we've been letting our mead sit in here for a couple weeks now. I think it's about 2 weeks now. As you can see, there's no activity in the airlock. Typically, you wouldn't trust just the airlock because it can lie to you occasionally. So I dropped a hydrometer in there earlier. Hydrometer. Just to see where it was at. It sank to the bottom. Like there's nothing holding it up. There's no buoyancy for that thing to have. So as far as I know, it's as raised as it's gonna get. So now we're gonna do this thing called back sweetening. Yeast loves sugar. 99% of the yeast. 99% of the yeast are dead. So we're gonna make our apple pie mead taste like a sweet apple pie. And to do that, we're going to use a little extra honey, right? So without the yeast dead, the honey's just gonna sit there and it's gonna make it sweeter. We're also gonna add two cans of apple concentrate, give it a more richer apple flavor. Okay, so first and foremost, actually let me grab this chair. Yep. Well, I can talk about that. So, we're gonna drop this bad boy in here, just like this. Splashed apple juice everywhere. Apple juice concentrate, or whatever. So now, we're gonna heat up some water. We're gonna heat up some water.
Squishy.
Just to try and help dissolve the honey easier. And that, go like this. Ditch that one back. So we're only gonna add a little bit at a time, right? We don't want to make it overbearingly sweet. So we're gonna add. The recipe I looked up calls for about half of this, so we're only gonna start with a quarter, because I'd rather add a little bit than taste my way to get it to where exactly I want. I've never done this before. Baby's sleeping. Not really, but. Alright, so. That's probably about good for now. Mix this up a good bit. Oh yeah, doesn't that look delicious? Murky water.
I feel like honey water just smells bad to me.
Really? It just smells like honey.
have to be economical with the honey, as she says.
Get it all nice and mixed up there. Now, toss it on in there. All right, we're gonna save this for later. So now,
Yes, he did. Thank you.
what?
69 joke.
Oh.
He was wondering if you told me.
Now I'm gonna fight with my stopper, so I need this to come out. Oh, I had this problem on another one. Ah! Success!
It's okay, actually, I want to tell you what our son did earlier today.
Oh my god.
Garrett says, thought you already made this stuff.
This one's a different one. This is the apple pie, or were you there for that one? Oh yeah, no, so this is mostly made. All the yeast in here are pretty much dead. So now we're just getting it to taste the way we want it to be made. The way we want it to.
Smells like booze.
Yeah, it does. Booze and yeast farts. Okay. So we're gonna put this guy in here. We're gonna try and do our best to keep as much air out of this as possible. I should have gotten us started. Nope.
Almost.
Not about it.
Now it's gone.
Alright, so now, while we don't want to waste any more of this than absolutely necessary, we want to be very careful we don't hit the lees at the bottom. The lees is just all the dead yeast husks. Kind of looks like really, really fine sand, like gloopy sand almost.
Yeast corpses.
Mm-hmm. The problem is it's not clear, so it's going to be hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be a huge deal if we get some in there.
Are you doing the clearing agent now?
No, I'm doing it tomorrow probably.
Okay. Yeast corpses somehow sounds better than husks.
I hate that it's only 3 gallons. Like I want it to be 5. I want there to be a ton of this.
There was already a lot. Like, wasn't it full?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it wasn't?
No.
Oh, I'm thinking of the other one, the raspberry stuff.
Yeah, the raspberry one. We remade the raspberry one recently, and that fucker was full.
He added way more raspberries.
Mm-hmm. Trying to get that raspberry flavor. Trying to take everybody to Flavor Town. You know what I mean? I just want to like empty this bucket so I can start drinking it.
Life's a bitch, and then there's less mead, Shannon says. Drop your phone right in it.
Please don't.
Shannon said do it.
What are you eating?
It looks really good in here, though. I mean, even if it's not clear, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Looks like a caramel coffee drink.
Mm. I think the cinnamon sticks that recently sunk to the bottom
Mm-hmm.
are slowly getting revealed. There's little tiny pockets of air, the little yeast husks coming up, going bloop 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 bloop. All right.
Yeast husks. Quit saying that.
All right. No! Wrong way! No! I'm dumb!
What? Did you spill it on yourself?
Yeah, I forgot that there's some in the tube.
Nice job.
I'm stupid. Alright. So now. Now we're going to clean up our sticky mess here before it gets really sticky.
That's how you get ants.
That is how you get ants. 100%. Thank you. Alrighty. So now we're going to make sure. Stir it up nice and good. Make sure everything gets mixed in there. All right, now we're gonna taste it.
My favorite part.
Like it's still a little yeasty because it's still really, really new, but.
Ooh.
What do you think? Try a little bit more honey?
A smidgen. I think it's almost perfect as is.
Just do a little bit. So.
Explain what you're doing with the honey.
I thought I did already.
Try it again,
Did
just in case.
Okay. Yeah, so now what we're doing is we kind of have the flavor that we want, but it's apple pie. You don't want apple pie to be sour, right? So we're using the honey to add a little sweetness on the backside of it.
After it's been fermenting for a while.
After it's been fermented. There's no more yeast left to eat away at the honey, at the sugars in the honey. There's no more yeast left to eat away at the sugars in the honey. So anything you add now stays in there. So with that being said, now we're just trying to figure out exactly how sweet we want it to be. And we're also using filtered water because it's not as big a deal now, but if you were to throw in, say, tap water, right? Tap water can tend to have chlorine in there. Chlorine and what am I doing?
You have a spoon.
I know I do. Tap water and, well, chlorine and fermented products tend not to go well together at all. It wasn't very much honey, was it?
You only added like a quarter, so.
No, I mean this time.
This time, yeah, not really.
All right, a little bit more.
Sean says, ew, chlorine.
Mm-hmm. Well, they do it in like the water banks and stuff, so that way it prevents accumulation of mold and whatever else. It keeps a large amount of water relatively clean, and it's not bleach. It's not gonna kill you if you get too much of it. But the little bits that we do get could very potentially turn a batch sour. So. Drop this puppy right on in there.
You gotta stay queen, she says.
Alright, you fucks. And this one's gonna be, from what I was reading on my hydro, about 10%, 11% alcohol.
Almost as strong as the raspberry.
Almost.
You have to make so much more of this for the people that would like to try it.
I think that's about perfect right there.
I agree.
Does it,
That is.
You can taste the difference though, right?
Oh yeah, I can taste the difference.
Yeah.
It's a little bit sweeter.
Mm-hmm. You still got plenty of apple in there.
Yeah, lots of apple. I can definitely taste the apple. You know what this tastes like? My stepdad's apple pie that he makes.
Like the moonshine stuff, the fake moonshine?
With the Everclear.
Mm-hmm.
He just has way more steps. I'm pretty sure he just boils his together.
Alrighty. Drop my hydro in there just to see how much it changed. Before we did anything, it was reading like right at 1. Oh.
That's gonna be a problem.
Yep. It's okay. We're gonna go with it's about 10 or 11% alcohol. Alright.
You can always stick a hydro in a bottle too once it's bottled, right? It's good luck getting it back out.
No, I actually had a hydro gauge, a little test tube, like a beaker.
Oh, really?
Like science
Oh,
class.
yeah,
I don't know where the hell it
No,
went.
you're right. It's out there somewhere.
Technically, that's what I'd use. Alright. So now the plan is we're just going to, we're going to throw another airlock on it. We're going to let it sit overnight to see if
Classy.
may contaminate a sterile environment. We're gonna let it sit overnight, see if the yeasty boys start acting up. If they do, then we're gonna, I don't know, that's a cold crasher or something. But either way, tomorrow night, we'll probably throw a finding agent in there to try to help clear it out a bit. And yeah, with that, it'll be done. Just let it sit for a little bit and then bottle it. So, thank you all for coming out to my TED Talk. Do you have any questions?
She wants to know if she can have some.
You know, I would be perfectly happy to ship you some. I just don't know how.
Also, if you want some, you're gonna have to come here and visit.
Yes. If you want some, I'm holding it on the hook for you.
Yep.
I'm forcing you to have to come visit me. No, I don't know what it would entail to ship you a bottle. The legality behind shipping alcohols and stuff is, you know, certain states, certain things are weird when it comes to alcohol, but I can look something up, and if I can find a bottle that I'm relatively feeling safe enough with, I'll ship you some. Maybe when both of these are ready, I'll ship you a bottle of each.
Garrett says most states allow it.
Most states allow it? Fuck yeah. 3 pounds of honey is very got covered.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Sorry for doing laundry.
How dare you? So with any luck, this fucker really ain't gonna move at all. But we shall see.
Alabama is the only one I know of offhand that doesn't. Which is weird, because it's Alabama.
Because it's Alabama. Come on. You can marry your cousin, but you can't fucking ship a bottle of alcohol? Stupid. But yeah, thank you all for coming out. That's pretty much it. If there are no further questions, I'll be signing off. Alright. Goodbye, everybody. See you next time.